scouring the internet trying to find an apartment in Clarksville.
It's a little bit pricey, but I can make it work, and if I can't, then see it. Nerve-wracking, to say the least. But apartment's ready for me to move in. And I need money, so.
I know I went a little overboard with it.
So I guess this is the new set from now on.
I moved back to Indiana. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, just for a little bit of background information, I'm born and raised in Indiana. I was born and raised in Fishers, Indiana, which is a metro of Indianapolis, until I was 8. Family moved out to the farm in rural Indiana, and then from there, a couple of jobs later, I moved to Tennessee. So I hadn't realized at the time that Black Rifle had brick and mortar locations. And when I found that out, I thought, oh, that'll be a dream job. Let me move out there, do that for a while. That'll be cool. And the whole plan was temporary, and I was always planning to come back. I thought I'd be there a little bit longer, but things changed, right? For the first couple of months of that job, it was phenomenal. It was great, best job I've ever had. And then Evan Hafer got basically booted out, and it became the single worst corporate experience I've ever had the displeasure of enduring. It was not a pleasant living experience for me by any means. The apartment was very nice first apartment for me. Nice complex in general, but you know, it ran its course, that's for sure.
Welcome to Indiana.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Back home to Indiana because I just missed it so much. It is home. I'm very proud to be a Hoosier. And there's so much history in this state. I love this state. As any of you who've been following the channel for a while would know, I made a lot of progress during my phase of life in Clarksville, and for that reason I am going to not miss Clarksville, but I'm going to miss that phase of life. I was thinking about it the other day, and I described it to myself as, there I built the launch pad, and I expect here I'll actually start to take off. And so for that reason, I will to a degree miss that phase of life. But there's a lot more to come here. In Clarksville, I built out my network that I genuinely think I have the best network in the world, and you know, there are a lot of variables in life. I don't know if I would have been able to build out the same network that I have today if I hadn't been there in Clarksville in that phase of life. I really started to get on top of my health, on top of my fitness. Still have a long way to go, but I really started getting back on top of it there, and I started a bunch of small businesses while I was there, trying to learn different industries. I did how many things? God, I don't even know how many things I did there. I tapped into real estate while I was there. I mean, so many different things, so many different lessons learned, and that was always the goal. And I've just, my time there really did flesh out my understanding of a lot of things, and now it's time to apply those things. I actually coined a phrase a few months ago while I was there that I used for a while. I said, live life in the montage. By that I meant put in the reps every day, do the little things that in the movies we always like to skip over, but that's also where all the growth happens. I said live life in the montage, and that's exactly what I did. And I feel like I've gone through montage, and now I'm looking out my window at the skyline. And I feel like I'm looking at the boss fight, you know? So there is a lot to come, and I'm so glad I've moved here. This is home. It's great to be back. My mindset's already just, I'm so happy every day. I love it here. This is great. And I will remember that time fondly, but I'm very excited for what is to come.